Hello, everyone. My name is Valderin Tahiri, and I'm the senior analyst for BeInCrypto. And with me, as always, we have Konstantin, who is our global trader. And today we're going to talk about the FTX debacle and if more insolvencies will follow, and basically just about what this will mean for the crypto market at large. So yeah, just a little background. So what happened? So basically, FTX filed for bankruptcy, Chapter 11 bankruptcy on Friday, and in its bankruptcy petition, it listed assets of roughly $10 billion, $10 to $50 billion, sorry, and says that it has more than 100,000 creditors. So yeah, basically what happened is that on its balance sheets, so its balance sheet showed a very, very large proportion of FTT tokens. And basically, once they rapidly devalued, then so did his assets, while his liabilities stayed the same. And basically, he did not have any money to cover his debts. And additionally, the let's say the twist in this story was that uh, the SBF, so Sam Bankman-Fried's or Fried's, I'm not sure how I pronounce his last name. I'll just call him SBF. Alameda Research, which is his trading firm, also had billions worth of FTT as assets on his balance sheet. And additionally, so I'm not sure if this is confirmed. This might still be just like talk, but FTX allegedly put up the funds of the clients as collateral for its own business, which is Alameda Research, in order to mitigate losses from his previous failed investments. And so, yeah, when the bank run began, which was caused by a tweet from CZ, who said that they're liquidating all of their FTT tokens, and I think they had more than 2 billion worth of FTT tokens. And when the bank run began, FTX did not have the funds to meet the withdrawal request, and the crypto exchange collapsed after the liquidity crunch. So yeah, basically, I think there were roughly 6 billion that were pulled out of the exchange in about 72 hours. And yeah, so basically that's the gist of it. So again, I'm not 100% of the numbers, but I think they were something like this. So basically, they had total assets of 14.6 billion. However, that was comprised of 5.8 billion in FTT, 1.2 billion in Solana, about 3.5 billion in other unidentified cryptos, and basically about 2 billion in equity and securities. So basically, they only had about 2.2 billion in liquid assets. And additionally, again, this is not confirmed, but the unidentified cryptos are Serum, Oxygen, Maps, and FIDA, which are all Alameda's holdings, and they are also from SBF's other projects. So basically, there was, I mean, he basically posted to like try and simplify it a lot. He basically posted all of his own tokens and projects as collateral, and when they decreased in value, he did not have nearly enough to pay his total liabilities, which accounted to about 8 billion. So, like, yeah, theoretically, he had about 15 billion in assets, but a lot of them were FTT, Solana, and these other projects. So when they decreased in value, and FTT has decreased by like more than 90% now, he did not have yeah, basically did not have enough money to cover his loans. So that's like my understanding of the what happened in like simple terms.
Yeah, I think this is a prime example of not your keys, not your coins. I think we'll continue to go on like that. And right now we can see more exchange token dumping. For example, we can see KuCoin. Let me skirmish my screen. Then I will move on. So yeah, so KuCoin is at the top of the most losses, like of the biggest losses in 24 hours. Crypto.com, Kronos, Crow token as well. This could indicate that the founders could actually liquidate their positions, and I'm not sure if that's the case or it's just based on Twitter FUD. But there's some weird stuff going on right now for sure. The founder and CEO of Binance just tweeted that 4 or 5 firms came to him and asked if he could help, because formerly he offered to help companies that have issues, liquidity issues. So there's more weird stuff going on with Crypto.com, because they allegedly moved almost 400 million to Gate.io by mistake. Pretty big, weird mistake. So as far as the conspiracy goes, it might be that they sent funds just to prove funds, basically lending them. Yeah, and that could be the case. So I suggest to anybody having funds on exchanges to move the funds to private wallets, especially Crypto.com, KuCoin, Gate.io, all of those. When it comes to Binance, I'm still pretty confident, but we all have learned now that there is no such thing as too big to fail. I mean, Sam Bankman-Fried was one of the most promising figures in the crypto space, and I think that hit us very hard, all of us. And I didn't expect FTX to go bust. Actually, I had the information pretty early that he might be bankrupt, or like FTX might be bankrupt, and I didn't move my funds because I thought there's no way, like, one of the biggest actors in the whole space goes bust like that. So, but then again, that's why I see it as my own mistake, and everybody should always be prepared to lose all their funds on exchanges, because it's not yours basically. And even I think Coinbase, they could do the same thing when they go bankrupt, and you probably won't see any of your funds. And I think there's zero hope for FTX account holders. And another stuff going on right now is that Huobi token, or Huobi exchange, that they actually had a lot of funds on FTX. So this exchange could also be going bankrupt very soon. So my internet is really slow right now, but you see price reacted not that strong as the other tokens. But if that's the case, that they had millions of customer funds on FTX, then the chances are very high that they have liquidity problems as well. And then we also have to take into account that all of those issues were the result of bank-like behavior. So it's really besides the point of crypto to create exchanges that work with a fractional reserve mechanism, just like banks, and using customer funds to do other stuff. This is, like, in my opinion, the worst thing that could happen to crypto if crypto just becomes like our monetary system. So what I could see on the bright side here is that a lot of people will leave centralized exchanges and look out for decentralized exchanges. So we might see a bull run on those. Yeah, I will share my screen on some charts now. So let me switch to trading view. So, for example, we discussed that last time that this is one of the coins I'm having hopes for. So right now, what I see is that we have this strong resistance here at the 45 range, and GMX is a decentralized exchange that even offers leverage. So yeah, this could actually go for a moonshot once we break that resistance. But as of now, we didn't break the resistance, so there's no bullish breakout now. Yeah, and we could move to some charts as well and discuss the crypto market in general now because we created a new yearly low, as you can see. And yeah, if you want, we can discuss that, Voltron, if you're already also happy to discuss that.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Like, I'll probably just maybe talk a little bit more about FTX, but yeah, then I'll move to the markets. So yeah,
Yeah,
you can.
okay, right. We have some comments also.
What
Um,
exchanges are in danger?
so
Well,
pretty much all exchanges. So KuCoin, Gate.io, Crypto.com, Huobi, pretty much every exchange, even Binance is not too big to fail. I personally don't believe Binance will fail, but I also didn't believe FTX would fail. So I suggest moving out all funds. And then you have to be aware of the fact that if you have all your funds in Binance, US dollar, or KuCoin shares, or all other exchange tokens or other exchange stablecoins, if those exchanges actually go bankrupt, then your coins become worthless as well. So you have to be extra cautious. So the way I see it, you can either go for the long term and stay in Bitcoin, Ethereum, or actually move the funds to your bank account because stables are also not really secure um, for now. Talk a little GMX. What do you think about this bomb? Will it hold? I believe Bitcoin at 14K, just like crypto. Yeah, so Bitcoin 14K target, we will discuss that very soon. But about the GMX comment, I don't understand. What do you mean by about this bomb? Will it hold? So maybe you explain it a little bit further. And then also we have a comment about short-term technical analysis on the Dow Jones and what a good entry level is to go long. Well, on a macro level, I think there is no actual good entry in a recession, but we can check it for sure. So we just assume that there is no recession ahead of us. Yeah. So it's the first thing that becomes apparent is that we have that resistance level of the previous high right now. So I would definitely wait for a bullish break and retest. So for example, we're gonna break that level like that and then retest it and go further. So that could be a potential entry level, but only once we break it. So I wouldn't FOMO into it just because it looks bullish in the short term. MACD indicates bullishness. RSI is rather indicating a bearish divergence. So yeah, probably we get rejected at that resistance level, to be honest. But other than that, yeah, EMAs are still on death cross. That confirms the bearish trend in the short to midterm. So let's zoom out for a moment. Go to the monthly chart. So what really becomes apparent here is that we bounced off the 50-month EMA support. So this is, it looks like, okay, there's no recession. We're just going, we just continue to go up. But yeah, I'm not sure about that. But just like the bounce of the 50-month EMA is pretty bullish. And as you can see, it gave us support multiple times. So yeah, we will see how it turns out. And we can also look at the key Fibonacci levels here. Yeah, as you can see, we are right at the key Fibonacci level. So yeah, to be honest, once we break that level here at roughly 30, 34,000. Um, looks kind of bullish for DJI. But then again, I would wait for the retest because we could definitely get rejected here now with the bearish divergence in RSI. Also bearish divergence in the histogram of the MACD. But MACD lines are bullishly crossed, and yeah, so that's it for DJI. Let me check for more comments. There are some coins which is media, Muse, Index. The price is going pretty much high. Can you please give us some suggestions on these coins? To be honest, never heard of on any of those. Yeah, there are a lot of coins. I mean, I can check if I can find it in TradingView. Media. Okay, media is on Coinbase, Media Network, I suppose. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, the question now is, do we have a lot of volume here, or is this like it's like just a pump and dump? If we have a lot of volume, then I mean the volume looks really big here, but as you can see, it's the 233,000, which is very, very low volume. But let me check the metrics here. You can also see the market cap. Yeah, it's probably this one here. If it's this one, this is like a red flag to me, but it's probably not this one, right? So not sure if we can find it here. Not all coins are listed on CoinMarketCap, but yeah, if it's not on CoinMarketCap, it's either too early and it's great, or it's most probably not a good sign, and you should avoid it. So yeah, moving on to Muse, I don't know. It's also on Coinbase. Volume is also pretty low, so everything below millions is too low to trade for me personally. So yeah, I don't know. Without a lot of volume, it doesn't make a lot of sense to do technical analysis, in my opinion. And also Index. Let me check Index. Okay, all of those are Coinbase coins. Yeah. Okay, the volume is almost at 1 million. Yeah, that's better than the other ones, but as you can see, the volatility is just crazy. The intraday volatility is pretty high, and you can get burned very, very fast. So in times of a bear market, I would completely avoid that, to be honest. It's way too dangerous. Okay, yeah, let's move on to some more comments. I don't think most coins gonna break the resistance. Yeah, we will see. The price will be bullish, I hope, but within the channel range. Yeah, I mean, we could definitely go sideways for a few months and not move higher or lower. This is always a possibility, but what I observed in this bear cycle is that nobody is like, okay, fuck Bitcoin, I'm out here. It's all a huge scam. I'm I'm leaving this space forever. Everybody knows this is just a cycle, and everybody is already excited for the new bull cycle. So this is fundamentally different to the other bear cycles. Or maybe we are just not there yet. Maybe we have to hit that point where everybody's like, I'm out of crypto forever. But yeah, I mean, it cannot get worse other than Binance is bankrupt as well, but the chances of that happening are super low, I guess, but still it's obviously not sure, so you always have to be prepared for the perfect storm. So
Just I wanted to add something on Binance. So I was looking at their holdings basically today, and I think they had around 30% on BUSD. So to me, the only way in which I guess they could go bankrupt is if BUSD collapses. But I think they have it backed one to one with actual dollars. But again, I'm not 100% sure on that. But basically, they had about 30% on BUSD, about 10% on BNB, and the rest were like either cash or some liquid assets. So I know, like their holdings seemed a lot better than those of FTX, which had like about 40 or 50 on FTT. So yeah, I mean BUSD is still a stable coin, so unless that somehow like just crashes down and depegs, then I think Binance is fine, I guess. But yeah, you never know. Like,
yeah, the question is 40% enough to cover all clients' funds, or if is it enough? Do you know that?
Uh, I mean they had so out of the total they had 40% on BUSD and BNB, and then they had the rest. So if they lose the even if they lose the 40%, they still have 60% of other liquid assets which they can use to like pay customers. But yeah,
Yeah,
honestly, that would be like
it's
the final nail of the coffin if Binance crashes.
that's for sure. That's for sure. And all the Bitcoin maximalists coming out and are happy about that. And they
Yeah.
have a point. Actually, they have a point. Um,
So we have
so
cost. Yeah.
yeah, we have coals and I mean you can talk about Matic and Chili's because you
Uh,
covered that a lot.
yeah, that's true. So just a second. Honestly, Cheetos was one of my most bullish coins for a while, and I got stopped in it in profit, but like I had some really massive targets to the upside, which sadly did not. Okay, it's fine. So, oh wait, I need a cleaner channel. Okay, so one more question. Any idea why DYDX is so bullish? I think I can answer that first. Because it's a decentralized exchange. So I'm guessing now since centralized exchanges are showing their flaws and are blowing up, I'm guessing that interest in decentralized exchanges is going up. I mean, DYDX is decentralized. You just need the MetaMask to trade there. And honestly, I don't think Chili's is that bearish yet. Like, so the way I see it, there's like, I mean, main support area is somewhere around here, and it's still above this, right? So this long lower wick from last week is still in place, and maybe we broke out from resistance. No, we did not. I mean, so the fact that we did not break out is bearish, but the bounce is bullish, and then the fact that the weekly RSI is above 50 is bullish. So yeah, maybe like if I move to a lower time frame, I don't know, I really don't know how to count this. It's like a maybe like a massive flat here, like an ABC. I know this could make sense, but why I think it shows strength first is this bullish engulfing candlestick. I don't think any of the other altcoins actually made bullish engulfing candlesticks. So wait, I'll just so like take Bitcoin for example, right? So yeah, during this November 9 decrease, so Bitcoin bounced, but like wasn't even close enough to doing a bullish engulfing candlestick. And right now it's trading what like 5% above its November 9 low, sorry, while Chili's is 30%. So I think Chili's is one of the strongest coins in this, actually, in this decrease. Okay, so there's high volume to short. I'm not using that volume that much recently. I mean, so volume is here mostly November 8th. And if we go to a low, it's, I don't know, this could be on the wick to the downside, to the upside, to be honest. Like, the majority of volume is here, correct? So this is still a long wick, so it could be to the upside. Yeah, I know, but like, I mean, the weekly time frame is created by lower time frames. So like in the weekly, it does look like massive, not massive, but like big volume. But when you go into lower time frames, we can see that, see the volume, actually the vast majority of the volume was on this candlestick and on this too, but I don't know, this doesn't seem that bearish to me. Like, this is the candlestick with the most volume, right? And then this also had a long lower wick. So basically, this is still a bullish candlestick, even though total volume, because like the weekly time frame doesn't differentiate whether volume is on the downside or upside. So if we have a weekly close, then volume is going to be bearish. If we have a bullish close, then volume is going to be bullish. But in this case, I know, to me it seems that like most of the volume is on here, and readings don't look that bad. But again, if it breaks down from that area, where was it? I forgot. Here, yeah, it'd be bearish. But I know, I like it more than other coins right now. And then Matishok says like big bearish volume here, but see again, like there's still massive volume to the upside and the bullish engulfing candlestick. Like actually these two are, I think, some of the coins which still look a lot better than others. Like really, really, really massive bounce here, and that's always a good sign when, like, after a very sharp decrease, we do have a solid bounce, and we had the bullish engulfing candlestick here, and yeah, it doesn't look terrible, I guess. We don't have that many minutes, so I'll just try and do everything quick. So what did we have? We have costs. I think it's Contentos or Contentos. Yeah, it's Contentos. See, this I don't like, to be honest, because I mean, really strong sign of a failed breakout, the way I'm seeing it. A failed attempted reclaiming. So basically, we had a breakdown, and then the price began to move upwards, but then it was rejected sharply and increased very long upper wick. So you're welcome, channel. And yeah, I don't like it as much. And I guess to the question of the price of BTC drops under 16.5k, it will be immediately bought and the price will be going up. Who do you think who is buying crypto exchanges to stable the price? I don't know, honestly. Like maybe it's whales who sold in the 40k. Maybe it's like institutional investors, but probably not. Maybe it's just like, I don't know, traders like you and me who just have extra money and think that this is a good opportunity for the upcoming bull run. I mean, I don't know. In general, I still think it is though. Even if like we go much lower in the short term, I mean, basically we've had a what? 76% drawdown from the all-time high, And like the previous ones have been what 83, which would take us to like 12K. And what else did we have? We had 85. So yeah, I mean, I guess if you still think crypto is here to stay, then yeah, sure, like it's a good opportunity in buying for the long term. Okay, so we went above 30 minutes. So I'd like to thank everyone for being more active today. We had tons of questions, and I think we had a lot more viewers. So that's a really, really great sign. And I hope that we managed to answer all your questions. What pledge? I know, like maybe Binance. I mean, it's the only one left. Or maybe go to DYDX. It's not easy to navigate, to be honest. Even the way it measures leverage, it has some more complex calculations than just Binance, but it's decentralized and safe. And then you have Binance. Okay, so yeah, we already went past 30 minutes. So thanks again a lot, everyone, for joining and asking questions. And we will see you on next week's analysis video.
Thank you very much, guys. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye bye.